What happens if you need to replace your Automower wheel motors because they're not working properly? Can you do it yourself, and can you use parts like these ones here from AliExpress? I heard that you can, so I'm gonna give it a shot myself. Here's a sneak peek of what's in store in this video. I set out and bought 2 of these motors from AliExpress. They arrived and they immediately look the part. They even have what looks to be like genuine part numbers on the side. How good is that? Now they are slightly bigger than the motors in my unit, which is a 315X Husqvarna, and this is by no means an endorsed video from Husqvarna. This is what you would do if you need to do an out of warranty repair, or you're willing to take the risk and want to give it a go yourself, then this is what this video is for. Now I've taken a few measurements here for you to have a look and compare with your unit. These motors are for the bigger models, but I'm going to see if it fits in mine. First thing you want to do is make sure the machine is switched off. Then you can flip it over and pop the cover off. Now there's 3 lugs that hold the cover on, so if you gently push up from the back while pushing down where I am, the 2 at the back will pop off easily, and there's 1 at the front, and they are the 3 joystick looking things. They are the knock sensors, so they pick up when the mower crashes into things. So if you have sensor trouble, then it's likely these. What we want to do is get the wheels off first, so there's a wee cover there. You can just pry that off nice and easily, and then get yourself a spanner or a crescent and undo the wheel nut. Now I'd say both motors are the same on each side, so there's not a left and a right, which is handy. So it's lefty-loosey to undo, or anti-clockwise. Once it's off, you can set it aside and do the other side. When you're turning the mower over, be very careful with the cables that are still attached to the front cover. You don't want to end up kinking them or end up breaking the cables and causing more damage to your mower. Now repeat the steps and take off the wheel on this side as well. Fairly easy to do. And then once it's off, you can set the wheel aside, ready for later. There's the motor and its housing. It's attached to the motor body by those 4 screws, which are T or Torx T20 screws, so you'll need a Torx bit to undo those. What you want to do now is actually undo the top cover, and again there's T20 Torx bits all the way around, so undo the screws as I am here. There is a little warranty sticker on the side, so if you're opening up this compartment, then you're going to rip that sticker and void any future warranties. So again, this is an out of warranty repair. It's kind of a last resort if you're looking for a repair yourself and you can't find anyone else to do it. So if you get all the screws out, once you have these all undone, the mower height adjustment cap just pops off, so you can pull that off. I'll show you in a minute. I actually forgot to pull it off first, and as you can see now, it pings up out of the way. Other than that, the cap just lifts off, and be gentle because there is a ribbon cable attached here. Just push down on the tabs on each side and that comes up out of the way, and you can take the cap and move it away into a safe place. Now that you're inside, everything is actually really accessible and easy to work on. Spoiler alert, I had already fitted the bigger motors, as you can see here. So, did it work? You have to watch on to see if it worked. What I'm going to do here is put the original smaller motors back in, so you can see how that's done. And then later on, we'll talk about the bigger motors. They really are super simple to take out and put back in. There's 4 screws, T20 Torx bit, undo them like this. And you would have seen before there's 1 plug connector, which I have undone by pushing down on the tab and pulling it out gently. Once you get these 4 screws undone, the whole motor unit just slides out. Nice and easy. 1 more to go. If you would like to buy some of these motors or see what I bought, I'm going to put a link in the description of this video, so check that out. Also, from time to time I'll put discount codes in there as well, so if you're buying stuff from AliExpress, you can combine your cart with these items and many more things and use a discount code and get a good saving on whatever you're buying. So here it is here, the motor's been in the unit and I'm pulling it back out, and I'm going to put the original back in just to see if it goes back in easily after having this one in here. The motor unit, on the back there's an O-ring which seals against the body of the mower, and that stops any water or moisture getting inside the mower itself. Let's compare the motors here. The smaller one is the original for this model. The bigger one is one that will work in this mower, but it's ideally suited for the slightly bigger models of the Husqvarna. If you're thinking this bit looks rough, it's because it is. I had to grind it out to fit the bigger motor. I had to do a slight modification. I used this drill bit here and opened up the hole. It doesn't break the sealing surface, it just removes the tab so that the motor, the wider diameter motor, can fit in. Also, because the motor is longer, I had to trim a bit at the back here from this piece, which is your wire guide. From both sides, I've trimmed out quite a bit of that to make that motor fit and make sure it doesn't rub and bind up. So, again, it's a bit of a hack job, but I'm just trying to prove that they can fit and work in a smaller mower like this one here. I did test fit it a number of times in and out, trimming a little bit more each time to make sure it would fit in properly. Once enough has been trimmed away, you can put the cable through just like this, pull the unit right in. You want to make sure that it goes all the way in so that the seal on the inside of the motor housing actually seals against the housing, and then run the wire through. The wire is very tight, even still with the cutouts, but it does work, and the plug makes it into the board without any issues. Here we are putting the right side motor back in. The smaller motor housing goes in easily, especially now that I've trimmed out some of the housing and there's plenty of room, but it still goes in nicely, just like that. Push it through, route the cable through where it needs to go, and plug it into the main board underneath here. Pull it through and plug it in. Push the motor back, flip it up, and you can put your 4 screws back in, making sure they're done up nice and tight. So what you can do if you're looking for a motor yourself is pull out your original motor, check out the part number, do a search on AliExpress, or check out my link below in the description. Make sure that it's going to align with your particular model, and then order some and give it a go yourself. These replacement units are only about 20% of the cost of a new one from the service centre, so it is worth giving it a shot, especially if you're stuck and don't want to spend a lot of money on an old unit. If we have a look here, this is the main battery, and you can take that out and replace that. I'm going to do that in another video, so be sure to subscribe and check that out at a later date. As you can see, it's fairly simple to get to, so it'll be a piece of cake to replace that. For anybody who's wondering what I use to open up the hole and make the new motor assemblies fit, I used this drill bit here. I bought this kit from AliExpress as well. This drill bit is awesome. It's drill, but it's actually like a file in itself, so you can push it backwards and forwards and it files and slogs out and makes slots out of holes. So it's a very handy tool to have in your toolkit. I've done the right side, let's move to the left side and replace this bigger motor with the smaller unit. I'm going to speed up the video so you can just watch along. Here's a bit of a close-up of the connector. This one here goes into that slot. Pull the motor out and then replace it with your new motor. Slide it in and plug it in. As simple as that. Tighten up the screws. Here's a bit of a close-up of the body with the 2 large motors fitted. As you can see, it's very, very tight. they only just fit in there, even with the mods to the wireframe and to the housing, but it can be done. What we're going to do when you got the motors in is put the thing back together. So we get our top cover or cap, take that ribbon cable and gently put it back into the main board, pushing down and making sure it clicks back into place. Push the cover down evenly, and then you want to put all the screws back in and tighten them up nice and tight. There's a seal that runs around the top cover, so you want to make sure that it is nice and tight and even, so that the seal between the top and bottom cover is really good and no moisture or water gets in. Now it's really important not to spray a high jet of water or hose at these units, because water can push past those seals. So don't use a water blaster when cleaning off all the grass. You'll definitely get water in your unit and cause all sorts of electrical issues. Once the cover's back on, we can turn it over and put our wheels back onto the new motor assemblies. The threads are the same, so they fit on nicely. Put the wheel in place, put the washer in place, and do up the nut. Clockwise this time, so righty-tighty. Use your crescent or wrench, as some countries might call it or refer to tighten it up nice and tight. Carefully flip the unit over to do the other side. Repeat the process. So wheel on, this cover piece in place. Get your washer and nut and do it up. Clockwise, nice and tight. And once that's on, you can put the little Husqvarna wheel cap or hub cap on. It clicks into place just like that. You're almost ready to go. Put the height gauge cap back in place. It just pushes down in the right location. You have to turn it around until it fits. Once that's on, you can put your top mower cover back on, aligning the 3 joysticks with the lug holes in the cover itself. I always line it up nice and gently first before pushing down to click them in place. So you should feel a positive click when you push down. Now we can flick the mower underneath, turn it back on, open up the cover, put in our secret squirrel code. I'm going to show you an awesome wee tip. You go to menu, push the numbers 7 and 9 and hold them. You get a secret menu here. Go into that and you can test the motors. Go to test, you can test the motors. It tells you to release the stop catch. So if you push the little button at the front of the catch, that pops up. So you can use this function to test the wheels by pushing the speed increase without the mower blade spinning. The wheels will start spinning at low speed at first, and you can push it faster and faster just to see that they are working. So that one's turning and the other side is also turning. So we have done something right and the mower motors are working. Now the part that we've all been waiting for, you've probably already skipped all the way forward to this part and missed all the rest of the video, but do the big motors work on the smaller Husqvarna mower? This is the first test with the big motors in there, and it's working. It's going forward nice and smoothly, nice and straight. I'm using the test function and it is working. So what I need to do now is let the mower have a go and see if it's going to work in a normal mowing operation. With my first observation, the mower, because I've got bigger motors, it does spin a lot faster and moves a lot faster, and it also rotates a lot more. I haven't found a way yet to calibrate the bigger motors with this unit, so it does operate faster, and because it spins a bit faster, it may have some trouble getting back to the home base, or it might turn and get stuck somewhere, but it does work. So it is a an option if you need to use it. That also goes a wee bit wonky because a small correction actually turns into a reasonably large correction with the bigger motors. Again, this won't be an issue if you've got a bigger mower, a bigger model mower than this one. Ultimately, it does work, and the motor units you get from AliExpress are awesome. I think it's well worth a go if you need to and you want to give it a go. If you found this helpful, leave a comment, smash the like button, and even subscribe if you want to. Thanks for watching.